Hello everybody and welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying session here today. I hope you are all having a brilliant day today. Here we are in of course Monaco, as I just said, probably the toughest track to drive around in F1 as we know, but no matter, our drivers are here to give it a try and see what we can do. And who knows, we may just get a really good show, but I will point out quickly that the drivers are going to try our best, but I don't know how confident they are. So we have to see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? I do see we have Sergio Perez out now. We have Callum out now. Also, we also have no one else out. I believe Rick Flick and Jamie have also just come out together. So nice one by them too. Both Mercedes going out. Maybe strategy, maybe not. Who knows? What else we got here? Preston coming out? Not at all. Harry coming out? No, not at all either. Wondering what's going on there. Callum looking to hopefully set good pace today, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I do hope you are all having a brilliant day today, though. I am definitely looking forward to this race, but who knows what will happen? Who knows at all? We'll actually go on it. I don't think anyone. No, Callum is now on his time lap. So is Sergio Perez here. So we have both of them on their time laps now. I believe Rick, Vic and Jamie will also be coming up to their time laps now as well. So we shall wait for them to start it. And here we go with Rick Vic now on his time lap, and so is Jamie. Potentially will Jamie look for an overtake? Who knows? Drivers will definitely have to be very careful with this race, and we will see what happens. Preston finally coming out on his out lap, taking it very carefully around these corners, knowing that it can be very dangerous, and he ought to be very careful with it. If we just go to who we heading to, I believe we're going to go to Sergio Perez here. Looks to be almost near setting his first time lap here. Shouldn't be too long now, hopefully. Yes, that is him coming up to the final one. And what will he get? Sergio Perez takes P1 with 114.228. Not even Vettel can beat him. And there goes Perez overtaking, I believe that was the Alfa Romeo and Vettel. However, Perez has just got slammed ultimately into a wall. Very unlucky there by Perez. And speaking of unlucky, Rick Vic's just DNF without setting a time lap. It was expected eventually, but very unlucky indeed. Callum there going past him. Nice overtake by Callum there. See what happens. We are getting a few words now from Rick Vic. Well, I don't know if they're actually good words, but he's joking around saying, well, rip him. So obviously it was an accident by him. Nothing they could get angry at, of course. Jamie, unfortunately, getting P8 with a 121.171. Quite a few seconds off. Even Nikita Mazepin, maybe Rick Vic's crash kind of halted him. Who knows? We'll have to find out. Callum getting a P4 with a 115.201. Getting beaten by Ocon and Vettel there. Unlucky for Callum. Going into the pits now. Tactical? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Preston now trying his very best to stay alive on this track and get the ultimate pace. Whether he can or not will be very interesting. Who else we got? Anyone near to complete the next lap? Hopefully. We'll see Jamie set a good time. I believe he's coming up to about finish line. Yes, that is like the corner just before finish line. He goes past the pit lane and roars up to the finish line. What's he going to get? Definitely going to beat his time. We know that much. That takes him to P6 115.544. Just 300ths of a second out from Ricardo and Callum there. So nice work by Jamie. Unlucky not to get any further. But yeah, still nice one. We had a few words from Preston now. Apparently he's already damaged his wing or something. Unlucky there by Preston. We all knew this race was going to be dangerous. It was just a matter of time how quickly it was going to be dangerous. Harry's still in the pits, however. I wonder what Harry's doing. Potentially saving his time, waiting for times to be set. Who knows what will happen, though. Here we go with Jamie now. Absolutely cut my corner. What are you doing, Jamie? Like, come on. Yes, here we are with Jamie now soaring up that track. Not holding anything back from this race. This race will, I bet you now, we'll see. Oh, goes straight into a barrier. Wing comes off. I suspect him going into pits now. Yes, he does. He goes straight into pits to get that wing repaired. Preston has come out again. This time trying to be very careful and not crash again. But we all know it's very dangerous in Monaco. Very tough not to crash, so who knows what's going to happen here. Harry's still in the pits, however. I do wonder what's going on with Harry. Might ask him in a bit, see what's happening, you know. I believe that's Harry finally coming out here, or is that Sergio Perez? But no, that is Harry finally coming out of the pits. Harry and Rick both love this track, and they both wanted this in, so it'd be interesting to see what they can do. Preston finally on his time lap here, taking it very carefully around his corners, trying his very best not to muck it up this time. Keeping that nice steady pace through those bends. Doesn't seem to be slipping off. Nice one, just bashes the wall a little bit there. Can he take this corner very slowly? He gets round it nicely. Comes up to the finish line. If he can just take it very carefully. And yes, he does. He reaches the finish line and goes P18 with a 116.551. Very interesting there by Preston. Who knows? I mean, it all comes down to whether Harry can get above him or not. But being in a Williams, unrealistic. You know, what can you do? You know, I guess we're just gonna. Well, actually, no one else. Oh, Jamie's out now. Sorry, pardon me. In P14, unfortunately. But yeah, Jamie is out now, looking to set a brilliant time here. Whether he can or not will be a question. He gets around the corner nicely there. Goes around the bend. Just goes through that mini chicane. Gets to the finish line. Will he go up? And he takes P1 with a 113.089. That's 1 second faster than Fernando Alonso. Nice work by Jamie. Wow. And you've got to think, none of our guys are actually in range. I mean, Harry could steal it, of course. That would be the mystery whether Harry will steal it. But, of course, Jamie winning last race, who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Yes, here we are with Harry now. Looking to potentially beat Jamie. Whether he can or not will be a question, but we'll see. Of course, he's in the running for second place in the championship right now. Can he beat Callum? Who knows? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Soaring for those bends there. Not hitting walls at all. Can he get around this bend without hitting it? Nice one. I can never actually get around that bend without hitting the barrier, I will be honest. Soars up the main straight and sets a time of a 112.946. Wow, taking P1 there from Jamie. We know these two fought it out last race in Brazil, so it's going to be very interesting to see who can take this win. But of course, Jamie's starting to win now. Will this prove better for, well, for next season? Who knows? We do have one more race, though. We, of course, have Abu Dhabi, so who knows? He may pick up some more points. Whether he can beat Harry or not is another question. I don't think he can. But next season is another question. And, of course, we know that there are rumours of Jamie moving to another team. What that team will be is the question. Yes. Right, if we head down to Jamie now, he'll definitely be looking to beat Harry and take that P1 spot from him. Can he, though? That'll be a question. Preston comes back out now. Not sure why he went in. Probably some damage again. I'll see if we got any word. Yeah, so, Callum was wondering where he goes. Harry gets a new personal time of 112.724. I believe beating his time by 200ths of a second. Nice one there by Harry. Preston now flying. Can he get above P19? Who knows? Hopefully so. Hopefully so. We do want to see that. He's coming down the main straight now. What's he gonna get? Oh, of course, he's just going on to his time lap. Pardon me. This is where it will go down, of course. But yes. Here we go. Harry now. Soaring through the track as Preston just did as well. Getting round that bend successfully once again, but bend I can never get round because I'm going into it with too much speed. Harry now going into pits, however. Potentially a strategy thing by decision by Harry. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Right, here goes Jamie though, keeping that amazing pace. Trying potentially to beat Harry. Of course, it all comes down to hits the wall. That will definitely affect his time. But by what will be the question. We'll flick over to Jamie here, who seems to be getting some quick pace going. Can he get around this corner? Well, he does. He doesn't slip out at all and goes into pits just like Harry. Potentially to swap onto new tyres. Who knows? Not getting many people out right now. The only person who is actually out is Preston on the mediums here. He's soaring up that track. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left here of qualifying. It's all to play for here, really. Our grid is quite mixed up though, having P1 as Harry, P2 as Jamie, then you have P7 Preston, P15 as Callum, and P20, because of course he DNF'd, as Ritvic. Again, unlucky there by Ritvic to DNF, but you've got to be careful around Monaco, as everyone knows, really. Preston taking it easy around those corners there. Nice one by Preston to keep that. Oh, little bump against the barrier there. When he hit the wall, just narrowly avoids it. It goes into pits there. Nice one there by Preston to avoid that. Callum is back out on his out lap here. About to go on his time lap actually. Sees, I believe is that Carlos Sainz in front of him, who is P9. So yeah, will he look to overtake? Who knows? Yeah, as I said, I suspect we're getting lots of DNFs here for this race. Who knows what will happen though. We have 20 seconds left here of qualifying. It's all to play for, all to push for. It looks like Harry and Jamie won't be coming out again. They accept their fates. No, again P1, P2. Accept their fates. That sounded bad. It's not bad. Preston also in the pits will finish his qualifying there. Ritvic, DNF, so it's all to play for with Callum now. And Callum running to the finish line here. And Matt's in the qualifying, people. See you in a minute. And here we are at the leaderboard with P1 as Harry, P2 as Jamie. I believe that is the top. P3 for Sergio Perez, of course, we can't forget about Perez. We will all see you for a race in a minute. See you in a minute, guys. Hello everybody and welcome to the Monaco Grand Prix here today. I hope you are having a brilliant day. I hope you are doing alright. Welcome to another race. Here we are, of course, in the toughest track, in my opinion, in F1 history. You can probably correct me on that, because you'll probably know better than I am. More different, tougher track, but in my opinion, this is a really difficult track. Of course, everyone knows it. There's not much room for speed in this. It's mainly corners, turns, and everything, so it's very tricky. Not much room for overtakes either. So we'll have to see what happens today, see if anyone can make up some positions or not. But of course, this track does have one DRS zone, so it has some speed and potential overtakes. But we'll have to see what happens, and one speed trap. So for those guys, our drivers will be trying to get to some speeds, but who knows what speeds they'll actually be able to get to today. The first race held here was in 1950, so it's been around for a long time. Of course, the track length is 3.337 kilometers. That's 19 turns in total. So it's not that big of a track, not compared to other tracks, but it's not small either, if you get what I mean. The race distance in the normal F1 is official F1 is 78 laps. That's 260.286 kilometers. That's quite a long race, but ours, of course, is, I mean, with it being a short track, I'd probably say around nearly 30 to 40 laps. So the only track we're about to get to, nearly about 40 laps. But yes, that is the track. And then the lap record, of course, held here is a 112.909, of course, held by Lewis Hamilton, made in 2021 in the Mercedes. So very interesting here today. I hope we are in for a great race. Who knows, of course, barely only overtaken, I'm sure, but our drivers can always find that challenge and accept it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But why wait around anymore? Let's get straight into the action. It's lights out and away we go here at Monaco. And what a great race we have for you today. Sergio Perez takes speed 2 straight away on the first corner. That means a Red Bull P1, P2, but Jamie does keep P3. But being followed close behind by Yuki Tsunoda here. Tsunoda potentially looking for an overtake, goes on the inside and snatches it from Jamie. Nice one there by Tsunoda. Virtual safety car already. Kimi Raikkonen has gone out. I don't know why. I don't know how, but he has gone out. That does mean Callum is in P18, Ritvik's in P19, and then you have Preston in P13 here. So he'll definitely be looking for some overtakes once we restart racing. Yes, Jamie is now down to P4, started P2, got overtaken by Perez, and then Tsunoda, great racing, went on the inside of Jamie, and got that overtaken as well. There is 39 laps of this race, so I believe it might be the longest race we've had so far, potentially the longest race of the season. Depends how long Abu Dhabi is, but we shall see, won't we? Yes. See if Jamie can potentially get a good start going. Oh, he's gone straight into pits. Potential good decision by Jamie. Who knows? We did see him last race. He got back good position, so who knows? But yes, Red Bull P1 and P2. If they can hold that, that'll be massive for constructors. And they'll definitely take that second place from Mercedes, who currently hold it. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Jamie now down to P15, Callum up to P17, and Preston down to P16, and Breakfast down to P14. So everyone except the two Red Bulls are down at the bottom of the grid. So we'll have to see how that matches up, see how that goes, you know. Who knows? Who knows at all, though. But yes, here we go now. Under normal racing conditions now, we're about to see what people can do here. Rittvik, I do believe, is also nearing a overtake here. Can he pull the overtake off? We will wait and see. Of course, it is very difficult to overtake on Monaco, but people find a way to do it anyway. And for 39 laps, it will be very difficult. However, he does it, but in doing it, he takes himself out. He hits the wall whilst trying to go on the inside of not only Schumacher, but Mazepin, and finds himself straight into the wall. Very unlucky there by Ritvic. Goes straight out of qualifying, and now straight out of the race. Fastest lap set by Daniel Ricciardo with a 120.285. DRS is now enabled as well. Of course, Ritvic get DNF, sends Callum Mott to P18, sends Sergio Perez and Harry both into the pits now, P12, P13, Jamie in P14, and Preston in P15. That means all of our racers are now down in the bottom of the grid. What does that mean? Who knows? However, Jamie, of course, Harry and Sergio Perez were coming out of the pits. Tried to. I think it was just where the position of them coming out of pits were. Jamie took that advantage, got ahead of Red Bulls. Jamie is now in P12. But yes, Yuki Tsunoda now leads this race. You have a McLaren P2 and P3. Wow, this could be massive. Can our racers get back up? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see here. Yeah, I mean, Harry below Sergio Perez. Will we try and overtake his teammate? Who knows? I believe I got a message from Ritvic here. Even though Ritvic wanted Monaco, he's saying he's all for it. Who knows? Yuki Tsunoda set the fast time of the lap with a 1:16.038. Nice one there by Tsunoda. Harry thought he's also being tactical by going on to mediums. Will that eventually show him that he shouldn't have gone on to mediums? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? None of our guys managing to get up at all here. Jamie setting fast up for 1:16.006. Nice work there by Jamie, showing he is the fastest of our drivers. But still, all of them not in points range, as I said. So who knows? Preston now dropping down to P18 because he went into pits. Ritvic leaving the session there. So hopefully Preston will be looking for a quick pit change, but whether he can get that or not, it doesn't look to be correct. We're actually going to drop down to Callum here, who we haven't looked at whole race. Can he get some overtakes? Who knows? We'll find out. But yes, here we are now. Harry has just got the overtake on Sergio Perez. Nice one there to overtake his teammate. Why my phone is on loud, I do not know. We need that on silent. We are on lap 5 now of 39, so we have 34 laps left of this race. Harry now potentially looking for an overtake on Jamie. Can he get it? That's the question. It definitely seems to be nearing him with DRS. He's using DRS massively, switching it on and off, and takes Jamie out. Oh my god, clips his wheel. Jamie was ahead. Jamie had that line. It was unlike the race the other day. Jamie had that line, and it got stripped from him. Of course, Jamie earning a 5-place grid penalty from last race. Well, actually, I don't think I ever replied that, did I? My fault. I don't think Preston even wanted to press charges, but still. I wonder what's going to happen now. Will Jamie want to go after Harry? That is massive. Both Mercedes have gone out now. It's just the Williams and the Red Bulls now left in this matchup. And we're only on lap 5 now. What's going to happen here? Potentially Harry looking for an overtake on Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher here. Can he even attack him? Who knows? Sergio Perez now down to P16. Right in the middle of both Williams here. How are the Williams going to fare in Monaco? Of course, being unrealistic. It will be on equal for the final race of the season. And we will keep it on equal for the rest of the seasons to come. We're just trying out realistic, but it will be getting changed back for Abu Dhabi. But however, for the final race on realistic, Grand Monaco, Williams potentially at a disadvantage here. Who knows? We're gonna see. We shall see. Who knows? But yes, Callum now P15 here. With Sergio Perez in P16, Preston in P17, with Harry in P12, potentially looking for an overtake. Sergio Perez in the pits now, which means it elevates Preston up a place into P16. He is 25 seconds out from Callum, unfortunately. Harry looking for an overtake of Schumacher, bumps straight into him, and I believe it's sent Schumacher potentially into a wall there. Harry is being very dangerous this race. What is going on? Uh, yes, here we are. Harry is now P11. Pierre Gasly below him. Antonio Giovinazzi below him. Callum now in P14. Has overtaken Mick Schumacher, but I believe that's because of the pits. Preston now 45 seconds out from Mick Schumacher, and Sergio Perez another 12 seconds out from Preston. Is it the Williams effect playing on Preston here for such a big gap? Who knows? Lap 8 now, however, for the top guys. We go up to Sonoda, comfortably in the lead here with a 0.4 second gap between him and Ricciardo. It could be massive. We could see a free AI win here. I mean, the last time this happened, I'm not sure. I believe it might be in Canada, but I suspect I've said that before, so it means it's happened somewhere else. I should know, but yeah. I believe the last one was Canada, and Callum actually won that race. But the that was the last time everyone got start below, you know, well, below the bottom half of the grid. But of course, that didn't happen this time. But in fact, what am I trying to say here? In fact, we haven't had an all-AI podium yet, so this could be the first time. Who knows? No one could be getting points here. However, Harry in P10, he is getting closer and closer to those points with a 17-second gap between him and Carlos Sainz. Can he pick up that pace? Who knows? He looks to be picking up that pace, definitely, but with that 17-second gap. Can he close it? Who knows? 31 laps left here of good old Monaco. Yeah. Here goes Preston now in P16. Not had the best start. If you heard that crash, it was just my ring dropping, unfortunately. Harry second fast time with a 1:15.623. Preston there goes, retires the car. Knows he can't do much more in the Williams on realistic, of course. Not his fault by any accounts. Just a bad track for Williams' realistic car to be performing on. But Callum still pushes on. So we will see what happens with him. He is in P13, of course, and potentially nearing an overtake here. So should we dive down to him? I think so. P13 here for Callum. Looking alright, but potentially looking for an overtake on Giovinazzi here. Taking it very carefully around those corners, making sure not to crash. Monaco is that very dangerous track where anything can happen at any time, so you have to be very careful. We do have 29 laps left to qualify. 29 laps of the Grand Prix left here. So yeah, quite massive. Who knows? A lot of time for stuff to change. But that means with Preston retiring, I mean, Harry setting a fast time of a 1:14.937. Nice one there by Harry. But yeah, with those guys retiring, we only have, what, 2 races left. But technically, I mean, if you want to count Sergio Perez, it's 3. But yeah. Apparently, Preston had to retire because he got damage to his side pod and rear diffuser. And of course, in the game, you can't repair that stuff. And in real life, you'd have to retire anyway, so it's very unfortunate. But yeah, that means Harry and Callum are the only two left. Whether they can hold out or not will be another question. But we will have to wait and see. Harry now keeping an enormous pace going and was 17 seconds away from Carlos Sainz in the last lap or 2 laps. Now 9 seconds away, was 10 seconds, but it's now gone down to 9 seconds, nearly 8 seconds now. But we do know it only takes one slip and you're gone on this track. Or, you know, as Preston showed, even side pod damage, it can be massive. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows indeed. Harry once again setting a fast lap for 1:14.859. On mediums as well, I believe. So his tyres will last longer. That's probably why he's getting more pace out of it than Carlos Sainz, who I believe is also actually on mediums. I thought he'd be on softs, but maybe not. Is that Sergio Perez behind Carlos Sainz? It is Sergio Perez behind Carlos Sainz, which means the top 9 racers have overtaken Sergio here. Very unlucky for Sergio indeed. What about the likes of Mick Schumacher or Callum? I don't think any of them have been overtaken yet, luckily. So yeah, that's very lucky indeed. Pit window is now open. Looks like we're going mediums, one-stop strategy for Harry here. Who knows what will happen here? Who knows? Callum keeping a nice pace throughout. So we'll have to wait and see. Lap 12 here now for Monaco. Nice corner taken there by Callum. He has Alfa Romeo of Giovinazzi and the Haas of Nikita Mazepin in his sights. Can he do anything about it? That will be the question. He's now taking his corners very nicely indeed. Harry, however, 6-second gap now. Racing, trying to catch up. Nearly hits the barrier, but keeps it luckily. I'm not sure whether I'm kind of waiting for him to hit barrier, because I'm not sure it will actually happen or not. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But, yeah, who knows? I mean, with that, as I said, this place is quite dangerous, Monaco. So whether it happen or not, who knows? But Lando Norris, we don't normally look at it, guys, but this does involve the top. You have Tsunoda, Alonso, Ricciardo, and a few others going into the pits. Lando Norris is now seeking P1, but he'll have to go into pit soon as well. Harry, this is a chance for Harry to rise to the ranks, and he does P7 now, P6, P5. He is back in that points range, and he is not far off Carlos Sainz with a 5-second gap. Carlos actually won't be pitting because he's on mediums, of course. Lance Stroll potentially will be pitting, Norris as well, Ocon as well. So it is a massive chance here for Harry. Whether he can take it or not, who knows? Callum, still unfortunately though, still in P13. Potentially nearing an overtake though. We should go down to him quickly. Still behind that Alfa Romeo Mahas, but he is getting ever so closer and closer. Of course, it is quite dangerous right now. Giovinazzi clips the wall there, slips, but gets in front of a Haas. Nice move potentially. I'm not sure if you can call that a nice move or you can call that an accident. Who knows? Callum going straight up the back of Haas, ready potentially to overtake here. Can he get in the position to overtake? We shall find out. Lando Norris now is pitted, so is Ocon. Potentially Stroll as well. No, Stroll misses it, so that means the order will be going Stroll P1, Carlos Sainz P2, and that might mean Harry P3. And of course Harry is ever so catching up with Carlos Sainz there with a 2.8 second gap. This is lap 14. We do have a lot of time left. So that means a lot of time for Harry to catch up. So who knows indeed. I'm just telling the guys who have unfortunately DNF the difference. Harry, of course, P3, Callum, P13. Of course, it is in Callum's fault. As said, realistic Williams on a Monaco track is not good in at all. So, and I believe that's actually a lap Sergio Perez behind Harry. And of course, he might be, yes, he is getting blue flagged there by a good old Tsunoda. So Tsunoda will be overtaking him. Potentially now Harry catching up man time to Carlos Sainz. 1 second out, 0.6 seconds, 0.5 seconds out now. It's all to play for now. He has the DRS of course, but so does Carlos Sainz on Lance Stroll. He's getting very close. Whether he can take advantage of it or not will be very interesting. We are on lap 15 now, so we are about 24 laps away now from the finish. So who knows what's going to happen here? Who knows indeed? But we are definitely getting nearer and nearer by the second. Harry absolutely going up and up. Jamie has now left the session, of course. It's fair enough to him. He didn't actually have to stay at all. But now, Harry has just got the overtake on Carlos Sainz. Well done there by Harry. 1.8 second gap now. Trying to catch up to a Lance Stroll. But of course he has Carlos Sainz. And that is Yuki Tsunoda on his tail. And joining them is Daniel Ricciardo as well. So that is 3 cars on his tail. Potentially, can he get away? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Callum now up to P12 has overtaken Nikita Mazepin here. Nice work there by Callum to get ahead. And unfortunately, Sergio Perez 20 seconds behind. Mick Schumacher, of course, the guy that keeps getting blue flagged, which will slow his time against Schumacher. Can he catch up? Eventually, Schumacher, who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But go back up to the top. Harry is catching up to Lance Stroll. He wants that position. Can he take the P1? This will be massive in the fight for second place in the championship. I'm not sure whether he has it. We'll have to check it after the race. I'll make sure to leave it in the video for you guys so you can see. But yes, here we go with Harry now racing up. Trying to get the overtake, nearly gets it, but can't. Maybe trying again. No, he doesn't. He's just too far behind, unfortunately. That is a 0.2 second gap. Harry managing to keep his pace around those corners. Managing to stay just a little bit behind Lance Stroll here. We are on lap 16, now approaching lap 17 of Monaco. So nice work there. So that means there are 22 laps left of the Grand Prix here. So we are edging closer and closer potentially to Harry getting that P1 position. 0.1 second now. That is closing ever so closely. It's now enlarging a bit. Harry actually accidentally slipping out there. Of course, creates a little bit tiny more of a gap between him and Lance Stroll, but Harry won't let Lance get away for anything. He wants that P1 position. He's even getting right behind him for that position. Can he get it? Lance Stroll was definitely defending him well, but who knows what's going to happen here. Carlos Sainz, of course, not being a threat either with a 1.3 second gap between him. Harry has just taken that position from Lance Stroll, sends Lance Stroll right around that tiny corner, and now Harry, P1, marching away, and of course setting that time gap. He has to be extremely careful around the streets of Monaco now. Whether he can or not will be another question. He just has to be very careful here. Now lap 18 of Monaco here with Harry, of course, in P1. So nice work there by Harry. Just letting Callum know that Harry is P1. So he will his place is definitely under threat. Now, I believe it's like 31 points. I think that it was discussed earlier, actually. I can tell you how many points is between Callum and Harry, if I can just find it. Give me a minute. Did we even discuss it? I could have sworn we did. Potentially not. Maybe not, actually. Unlucky for, yeah. Yeah. Jamie now saying, Harry got revenge on, Jamie for pressing. However, massive collision here. I missed it. 5-second penalty for Leclerc for a severe collision with Vettel. Harry, I believe, slipped out. Caused a blockage or something. Yellow flag here. Tyre performance. Harry on 25% now. Sonoda, just behind him. Managed to get the overtake on Lance Stroll due to a blockage. Wow, this could be something. Harry now going into pits. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well. Wow. And they're not even serving it. This is massive. Just letting Callum now know there's a 5-second penalty for Harry. He is laughing at this. He is loving it. Who knows though? Harry now behind Callum though. In P12. Harry getting the overtake on Callum. Takes up P11 spot. Nice work by Harry there to get above Callum, but now Harry has a bunch of work yet again to do. We're in just 10 laps. No! Harry slips out, damages his wing. Oh my god, sends it far wide and is retired from the session. That is the end of Monaco. Oh my god. Wow. Here is your winners then. Yuki Tsunoda P1. I believe that's Fernando Alonso getting... No, Lando Norris getting Fernando Alonso getting P2 and Lando Norris getting P3. However, that doesn't make sense, but whatever. It says Lando Norris getting P2. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the end of Monaco. Wow. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that weird video. I mean, it definitely was a crazy one at that. It's the first one I'm uploading when all the drivers have DNF, so it was definitely a crazy video. The way that Harry went out as well at the end, I'm pretty sure he raged due to that 10-second time penalty, obviously coming through the pit. Like the wing damaged everything. He just fully sent it, didn't he? Into Giovinazzi, I believe it was. But yeah, what crazy video. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave a like, subscribe here if you are new, tap that little button and miss another video, because the next race is of course Abu Dhabi, the finale. And you know what it comes down to. It all comes down to second place, people. So you're going to have to be there to watch it to see who takes that second place. Will it be Callum or will it be Harry? You're going to have to find out. But yes, guys, I will see you all next weekend. Either for a race or either for a build up. Who knows? You have to just have a little button and miss the video if it will come next week. And of course, you know, the highlights on Wednesday and everything, and the finale race. So obviously maybe a season 2. I mean, you know, I obviously I can't disclose anything, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a season 2. Who knows? You're just gonna have to wait and see again. Tap that little bell so you don't miss it. But yeah, guys, this has once again been DCNX and all the guys as the drivers over and out. Peace out, guys. Goodbye.